History's worst villains often escape justice, living in luxury despite their atrocities. If karma is real, it seems to work in the afterlife. Because in this world, they thrived while their victims suffered. These individuals stand as chilling examples of how life can reward evil, leaving us questioning the balance of fairness in this lifetime. Let's see the tyrants and villains who escaped justice. Aribert Heim. Aribert Heim conducted cruel medical experiments in Nazi camps, becoming a wanted war criminal. He lived under aliases and evaded capture until his death. Dole Company. Dole exploited Hawaii, overthrowing its monarchy and displacing natives for profit-driven plantations. They benefited from U.S. support and systemic colonial exploitation. General Francisco Franco. General Franco's rule in Spain involved repression, targeting minorities, and creating a climate of fear. He cemented authoritarian rule through fear, suppression, and propaganda. Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan's conquests led to millions of deaths across continents in his empire-building efforts. He promoted unity and cultural exchange while suppressing atrocities. Idi Amin. Idi Amin's rule in Uganda involved mass killings, ethnic persecution, and economic collapse. He created chaos, eliminating opposition while controlling the military and resources. Issei Sagawa. Issei Sagawa murdered and cannibalized a woman, escaping conviction due to insanity claims. He exploited legal loopholes in media to profit from notoriety. Jimmy Savile. Jimmy Savile used his fame to hide decades of sexual abuse targeting vulnerable individuals. He exploited institutional failures and societal trust. Josef Mengele. Mengele's experiments on Auschwitz victims embodied Nazi racial pseudoscience and dehumanization. He escaped to South America and lived in hiding after the war. Kim Jong-il's regime caused mass starvation, censorship, labor camps, and nuclear development. He isolated, controlled narratives, and used fear to maintain power. Leopold II. Leopold II exploited the Congo, enforcing brutal labor, causing millions of deaths for profit. He maintained a facade of humanitarianism to disguise atrocities. Mobutu Sese Seko. Mobutu Sese Seko exploited Zaire's wealth for personal gain, impoverishing the Congolese people. He controlled resources and silenced dissent through fear and force. Nobusuke Kishi. Nobusuke Kishi, involved in World War II atrocities, later promoted pro-American policies and suppressed dissent. He avoided prosecution through Cold War geopolitics and U.S. alliances. Pol Pot. Pol Pot's regime caused 1.7 million deaths through forced labor, executions, and starvation. He disguised mass killings with ideology and isolated the nation. Shiro Ishii. Shiro Ishii conducted horrific human experiments at Unit 731 under the guise of warfare research. He was granted immunity by the U.S. in exchange for research data. The House of Saudi. The House of Saudi enforces authoritarian rule, curbing freedoms linked to human rights abuses. They use vast wealth and global influence to suppress opposition. The Marcos family. The Marcos family embezzled billions, oppressing Filipinos through corruption and human rights abuses. They leveraged martial law, propaganda, and wealth to secure power. The Sacklers. The Sacklers fueled the opioid epidemic, downplaying OxyContin's risks and profiting massively. They used corporate influence and settlements to minimize accountability. History reveals that justice isn't always served. Though these villains thrived in life, their actions remain condemned, reminding us to fight for accountability and never forget the victims of their cruelty. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating historical stories.